First up, Kelly Gibson, is she any chance of playing this week?
Yeah, real chance. So the scans showed that there was no major structural damage. So she's got a little bit of pain in there, but we expect that she'll be able to do a bit of training on Thursday night and be available to be selected this weekend.
So you leave that call as late as possible?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, she's a marquee player. She adds a lot to our forward line, and if she's right to go, then we'll select her.
So that's something you take
to the team.
Yeah, well, she's important, like a lot of other team positions. I suppose the thing that we showed on the weekend is if you cut off one of our heads, the rest will grow. So while we didn't have her, we were able to grind out the win, but she is important to our forward line. What the work she does, while she may not be prolific in goal kicking at this stage, she takes a really important defender each week, and her work rate up the ground and her contested marking is really good.
How much different is the mindset now after 3 wins to what it was heading into your first game, where it's a bit of the unknown and maybe flying under the radar a bit?
I think it's the unknown for you guys and perhaps everybody else watching us, but within our group we've stayed really level-headed and calm about what success looks like to us, and we've maintained this mentality that if you don't think you can, then you won't. So we believe in what our group is capable of, and we keep approaching with a bit of a cliche of we'll just take it week by week and see how it comes.
Keeping that level head and that same attitude, is that something you've had to work on, or that's just kind of flowed naturally?
No, that's flowed naturally with the group of personalities that we have. We drafted, with a lot of work into who the person was and what they brought to the group, because we wanted to set it up culturally the right way, and success has come from that.
You had some stars, obviously. You just touched on cut one head off, another one grows.
Yeah.
How strong is the team spirit in your side? Has that been a driving force behind your early success? Really
strong. The team spirit is important to me. It's important to the team and the way that they identify themselves and what they wanted to be remembered in their first season of footy by. And we think that we're a very passionate group of people, just like actually you've seen across the whole of the AFLW. All the players and coaches are really passionate, and I hope it continues that way.
But you dug deep in that game because you trailed for most of the game.
We really dug deep.
Found something.
Just found a way. Yeah. I think that's a credit to the girls, and I think it's about what makes a champion team, just that team spirit and bringing it all together. So they kept going. The wind was an issue, lots of issues, a lot of congestion. I think when Erin let fly with that 60-metre bomb, there were at least 15 Carlton players either lateral or forward of the ball. And the girls just kept working through that hard, congested footy the whole day to grind out the win.
So where does that come from? All the teams are playing with spirit, but certainly yours has been a standout.
The Adelaide water? Do you think that's it?
No, definitely not.
I remember when my dog moved here 12 months ago, he wouldn't even drink the Adelaide water. I had to blend the tap water and cask water. Look, I don't know. I think it's just the right group of people that we've drafted, the good staff that we have around, and our backgrounds of where we've come from, whether that's in football or different areas of life that they bring. And they've all got their own special story, as you guys have seen over the last few months, and that makes them who they are.
So it's the character of the whole group.
Yeah.
And Freo, obviously.
Yeah.
How do you rate them?
Really great opponent. Certainly for us, we're not interested in their win-loss record. We tested ourselves against them in the practice match in Darwin. They've got an excellent coach. They've got a great group of players, good leadership group. And they'll be really looking for a win this weekend. We know where their strengths are. They are, I think, number one in the competition for scoring inside 50 when they go inside 50, and they use the corridor very well. So we really respect what they do. Chelsea and Kelly from Perth know what they're capable of as well, and we've seen Western Australian women's footy develop over the years to see what they've got now and how great they are. So we're treating the game, again, like it was another final.
Just this weekend going forward, how much confidence do you get from, like, you've won your games, but you've won them in different ways? You've found a way to, you haven't just played the same way each week to win?
I think that's really important for us, that we've proven to ourselves as a group that we've now had 3 games where each of the games have been different in their own right. GWS was a different opponent to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs were different to Carlton. So we were able to execute what we wanted. Carlton definitely held us up last week. There's no doubt about that. And we found a way to get through it. And we've looked at video last night about some areas that we think probably could have been a bit better against Carlton. That certainly wasn't the best football we've played. But they did well to stop our run. So Freo will be different again. And it'll just be a new challenge for the group to focus on.
They beat you in the trial game. Do you take much from that, or what does that mean now?
Yeah, we do take a bit from that. I think we take a bit of confidence with a number of individuals in the team and how they performed against a really good opposition. But at the same time, we got soundly beaten in Darwin. So that's a challenge for us. We got beaten the last time we played them, and we want to put forward a better effort this time around.
I see Chelsea named the girl they call Juddy as one of the best 10 players in the comp. How much of a threat is she?
Yeah, she's a really big threat. It's not just her. They've got other superstars across the field, just a bit like Carlton had. Again, you can't just chop one of them off and expect that that'll be the end of the game. That won't be the case. Kara's a great player. Ebony Antonio's another great player. They've got some sharp shooters up forward. They are very accurate when they go inside 50. Well, they'll score at least. So we've just got to keep our pressure acts up. Our tackling was superb on the weekend. But at the same time, you tackle a lot more when you don't have a footy. So we'll be looking to get a bit more possession this weekend.
A lot of talk if you finish top, get a home final, talk about Adelaide Oval. Do you buy into that argument at this point? Or?
No, we don't buy into it. That's sort of white noise outside of our group, outside of what we're doing, and we certainly we don't hear it inside our team meetings, or the girls aren't talking about it amongst themselves, which is a really good way to approach things. In terms of location and all of that kind of stuff, I think you've seen in the AFLW, you could honestly put us on the nature strip out the front of Amy Park and the girls would still be over the moon. They just want to play footy at the highest level and keep having these opportunities.
What would it mean to make a grand final in year one?
I don't want to talk about it because you're cursing me. So I think, never before have I been in a competition where you win 3 games and people are talking about grand finals. It's kind of crazy in a way. So, I'm a bit superstitious actually. Chelsea Randall, before the season started at training, gave me a pair of her fake pearl earrings at training and put them in my pocket. And I forgot about them and I put them through the washing machine a few times. And a week ago, Chelsea says to me, "Oh, have you got those earrings?" And I said, I'll have to have a look. Anyway, I found them at home last night and I sent her a message. I said, "Oh, look, the good news is I found your earrings. The bad news is I don't think I can give them back to you now because we've won 3 from 3. So we agreed that at the end of the season they could be returned to her.